and welcome back to the Untitled server. It's been a little bit since I last uploaded, so I'm hoping that you've been dutifully awaiting my next video to appear in your inboxes, and finally it is here. Hello, this is VoiceOver Cast coming in to tell you that my audio in this video is going to be very bad because I was trying to mess around with the gain settings on my mic when I was streaming, and I accidentally turned them the wrong direction and thought that I turned them the right direction. So I peak my mic a lot in this video, so the audio is bad. Eventually, though, I do fix the problem, and it's not bad anymore, so don't worry, problem fixed. I will not let it happen again. But I like to be loud. The thing I learned is that I like to be loud. Anyway, back to previous casts. Today I'm going to show off a little bit of the things that I've been doing on Twitch. I've actually been streaming for the first time in like 10 months, back since season 2. I've been trying to stream about twice a week, and if you're interested in trying to catch one of my streams, you can find me at twitch.tv/thecryptid. It's spelled the same way that I think it's spelled on YouTube. It's TheeCryptid, and I will also obviously link it in the description if you're interested. I've got a few VODs on the channel, so if you want to like see what the vibe is, it's mostly just me hanging out and any of the other Untitled members usually popping in, saying hi, us talking about random weird stuff. I talked about animals with Seth last stream. Yeah, let's show off what I've been working on. So, I have been putting some shops in Verde Drug, and I'm probably going to do that more in the coming weeks because, for those of you who have been following the series, in this season, Joko, Sirius, fellow Untitled and Corroded faction member, has been working on this building, which is Verde Drug, based on, as you could hear, the beautiful little, Wild West theme. Joko has been working on this build based on, Wall Drug in South Dakota with a bunch of, like, little shops. It's this huge maze. And, Joko has, for a long time, basically been grabbing us all by the shoulders and shaking us and being like, please build something in Verde Drug, please. And so I've built a few things in Verde Drug, but not recently. So one of the things I built on stream is this cute little pie shop. You can come in. I have yet to stock it with anything. I'll probably do that now. But I really like the color palette I used in here. I really love how the pumpkin here looks with the sandstone. It turned out so nice. And I so rarely use birch in any of my builds, so it was really fun to do that. The second one is over here. It's actually got an unfinished interior, but I wanted to go with this like sort of industrial feel. I'm gonna fill it with like potions and stuff. It's gonna be like a soda shop. I don't know when I'll finish the interior of this one, at some point. And then the final one is this little, like, curio shop here. It's like a strange little shop where you're like, oh, what strange things can I buy in here? I actually think I might add barrels everywhere for you people to, like, grab random things from. Actually, I'll do that now. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions for any shops that they think, hey, this would be cool. We've got a bunch of shops. We've got a weed store. We've got shulker stores. I already sell rockets. We sell a bunch of honey. But if you're like, hey, do you sell this yet? You should sell this. It would be so very lucrative for you and your team. And maybe I'll go, oh, we actually do already sell this. I just haven't shown it off on camera before. Or, oh no, that's a great idea. I should absolutely do that. I feel like 90% of the time it's going to be that answer, which will be great, because then we'll have more stuff for Verde Drug. In other server news and updates, I will be, actually by the time this goes out, it'll probably already be uploaded, but I have been working on a wizard lore broadcast out of the beautiful radio station up there, which is basically just the wizard giving updates in character about stuff. So if you're interested in learning more about the lore of this world, and I should most likely be releasing, or we will as an Untitled team be releasing like a full information about what actually is the lore behind Untitled, hopefully soon. I want to get that out as soon as possible. But besides that, I have actually been commissioned to work on something pretty cool. So, Joko's been working on an iron farm recently and has been posting photos of it to the Discord and basically being like, what do you guys think? Like, and the exterior is very good, but they were like, I really don't want to do the interior for this build. I have no clue what I want to do with it. And I went, what if I did the interior for you? And Joko said, yes, please, I will pay you handsomely. And I said, oh, great, I would have taken it without payment. And then Joko went, I'll pay you 64 diamond blocks. And I said, hell yes. And I immediately began working on it. So now we're just flying along the train track here. Oh, Alpha worked more on their train. Cute. I'll catch up with you when we get there. It's a bit of a flight. Here we are. We have arrived at Joko's iron farm. As you can see, it's a massive factory and got some cool smoke towers. And if you saw the little thing in the center, that is actually where the iron golems get crunched. And we're back. Ion needed something, so I just got it to them. This is the current interior, very empty. I need to really quick grab some materials, a lot of materials, mostly brick. I need to like spend a lot of time grabbing bricks for this build. But I will see you in a second after I've finished this interior. It has been a few days, and I have finished the interior of the iron farm. We'll see it a little bit more in depth in a second, but I just want to let you know that I have actually been streaming on Twitch. I streamed my building of a good chunk of the interior and resource gathering for this build, so if you're interested in that, you can find the link in the description, and it's just twitch.tv/thecryptid. So check it out if you want to, but let's look at this interior. I had a lot of fun with this interior. I feel like I say that all the time about like chances to get to do interiors. As I literally said in a message to Joko about like how the interior is turning out. Doing interiors for me is just cast enrichment. But it was a bit of a challenge. Oh my god, we'll talk about the dinosaurs in a second. Because for the life of me, I built the actual, like, because I wanted it to be like, oh, it's cool how you guys can actually see, like, the iron coming in and going around. But I ended up putting in the water streams first, and then I put in, like, the supports for this, and I wanted them to come up even, and they just were not coming up even. So I got it the best I could. And there was actually supposed to be a chandelier here, but I just ended up not putting it in because I didn't think it looked very good. But yeah. I could do a little bit of free cam action just to show off this a little bit from above. So Joko really wanted the ability to see the iron falling down, which I agreed with because it looked super cool. And it's also, you can just see it like going around super awesome in the water streams. And then it goes up into this water elevator here. And then, of course, into just some very basic storage. And then because iron farms kill iron golems and they also drop poppies, here the poppies get separated out, put into a water stream here, and then they go in and they get composted. And surprisingly, this has actually made like not an insignificant amount of bone meal. Like, I feel like that has made more bone meal so far than I feel like composting a bunch of seeds does. And there's supposed to be like a bunch of like raw iron blocks and like deep slate iron, but I have to go collect those. I like don't have that on hand. The only stuff I really ever keep in like ore form these days is copper, because deep slate copper ore is semi-rare, so I like having it. It also just looks really cool. So this is sort of like our faux, like, oh, this is the processing plant part, and then it gets like moved over here, and at some point it goes up there and gets like smelted, and we like wash it in here. It's, about telling a little bit of a story with what we're doing. It's not great, but trying our best. And then this is like, our finished product here. Actually, I should add some spruce around as like a little palette I have in my original schematic, that here as well. But I have to, of course, gather those materials. And finally, as I was building this yesterday, I built a good chunk of it on stream, and then I stopped streaming and went to go eat, and then came back and finished this build. As I was working on it, Joko was like, hey, is there going to be anything up in these little circle windows here? And I was like, no, they're actually, if you want That's something you can. And Joko went, I want to add dinosaurs. And I was like, yes, 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 yes. Because if you don't know, there's a bunch of dinosaur skeletons in Verde Drug that Joko has worked on. And I love them. This one is my favorite. I love both of them. But I want to say I love when Joko posted this one. I was like, that is so, 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 so cute. But literally, they're perfect. Like, they are the perfect thing to go in there. And, like, obviously, like, what do dinosaurs have to do with iron? Nothing. It's just fun. It's fun, and I love it. Anyway. Yeah. So I think, honestly, that might do it for today's video. I don't know if I will be uploading a lot more Untitled videos in the next few weeks. I am most likely going to start a single-player world called The Cryptid Builds Everything in the next few weeks. I realized recently that I really miss doing, like, early game stuff. I've been doing a lot of late game stuff for the past few months because that's where we've been in the server. So I really want to go and like take a step back and be able to do that and just kind of chill with Minecraft. While I have a lot of ideas for stuff I want to do. I'm really excited. So look forward to that in the future. I will also be uploading the compiled first 3 broadcasts of WZRD Verdigris. So look out for those. That actually might go up before this video, but if I edit this one today, then this one will go up first. So you'll see it in the next few days. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!